Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one chief rocker. It's your man, Uncle Freezie. We doing vibes. We're just gonna chop it up a little bit, talking about some tell a couple of stories, a couple of real life stories, no made up mumbo jumbo, hammer jambo, none of that. And he's gonna chop it up a little bit. I got my main man backstage. Before we get into that though, I want to play a little joint from a main man, DSJ. It's a joint called Hood Goddess. And then we're going to come through and holla.
Yeah. Yeah. Shorty, let me holla at you. Girl, it's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you Hood Goddess. You're misunderstood, cause you're from the hood. From first eye contact, I knew I had to have that. Had a feeling you were something special. Didn't know if I could match that. You draw a crowd just to say hi. You make it happen, you stay fly. You biggin' everyone up. If I was a stock, you would raise mine. Even with a t-shirt and sweats on. Girl, you work it for me. Don't matter what they say about you. Baby, you're perfect. Girl, to me. It's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you Hood Goddess. You're misunderstood, cause you're from the hood. That Dominican girl, East African queen, call you my cinnamon girl. Sweet like grandma cobbler, you were a number one prospect. Even if you're raised in the projects, and you got the whole game on lock. Cops and robbers, they'll build an altar, you're so bomb. You shoot them down so calm. You don't be playing no games, but sexy in jerseys you throw on. I'm your soldier, I will march in line. You know it's your world. Let me hit you with that more in line. You go, girl, it's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you Hood Goddess. You're misunderstood, cause you're from the hood.
They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, I would love to be the one that holds you, console you in times of grief, and listen when you're trying to speak. Your smile, it brightens up the darkest moods, and looking in your eyes is like gazing at the stars and moon. Just thinking about you, damn, I can hardly move. The depths of my feelings are hard to convey, like trying to catch fish at the edge of a bay, like I'm caught in an infinite wave, cause even when you do the simplest things,
Yo, that was Hood Goddess by our homeboy Delano Steele Jr., the original DSJ is what we call him for obvious reasons. You know what I'm saying? That's our hood classic right there, joint called Hood Goddess. Before we go any further, I'm going to add one of y'all favorites to the conversation, our homeboy. Yo, everybody put them fire emojis in the chat for our brother Corey Lee. Lee, what's good, bro?
What's good, Freeze? Everything good, man. How you doing, bro?
Man, everything is everything, man. Everything is everything. Yo, I've been wanting to do a show, so I told yo, I tell this story. Like I got some stories that I tell, like when we be getting together, shooting the breeze, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or like when we hanging out or over drinks or whatever. We at the at the bar, whatever. So to be telling these stories, man, and cats be pushing me. They're like, "Yo, you need to put them joints out there on the internet, man." You know what I'm saying? It got to be one of them. You know what I'm saying? You got to share. And so I'm like, nah, man, I don't like. I'm like if me and Lee and Bully and whoever are all together and something happen, I like keeping that between us because that be our inside joke. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like when
Mm-hmm.
we get together, we'll make each other laugh off of that. Just you know what I'm saying? Just
Mm-hmm.
off of that alone, that just be like our little joint, right? But I've been getting so much feedback about certain joints, bro. They've been at. But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. And I'm asking you because I already know the answer. But I like for the chat and for everybody listening or watching to get the full details from you. Yo, so
Mm.
your life has your life been perfect?
Never,
See,
never,
see,
ever.
I thought your life was perfect, bro.
Huh. Shit, me. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how somebody could look. You know what I'm saying? From the outside looking in. You know what I mean? And
Right,
I don't put it past nobody. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
right.
I struggle to go through shit every day, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because it's called being a human being, and it's called you know being black in America as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
So
man.
with that said, you got to do what you got to do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, boss. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do. So I've been wanting to so shout out to our homeboy Boulevard 73. He probably somewhere doing the bachelor life or the the hitch life, whatever he doing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Shout out to everybody watching and that's gonna watch, right?
Mhm. And
But
anybody sit in the weeds.
and everybody sitting in the weeds and the bushes.
Mhm.
Yeah, but as Valentine's Day approaches, bro, I got a couple of stories I want to tell. I want to get off my chest. As Valentine's Day is in what 10 days? Like
uh,
10 days, yeah, because it's the fourth.
yeah, 10 days, literally 10 days. What is
Right,
that?
yeah. So Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Before I do that, Lee, I'm gonna excuse me for a second, bro. I'm gonna adjust this microphone. I'm gonna take this mic out the clamp because these stories be making me laugh. And so
Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, he's about to get into Chappelle mode. Somebody hand him a Newport. Let me stop.
check microphone checker. You know what I'm saying? So my browser acting up. The button on here is so sensitive. But
I yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So but yeah, man. So are you telling me that everything in life and romance doesn't go perfect, bro?
Yo, I promise you. I'll tell you right now, I look at my 20-year relationship with certain significant other, and we've done it all. Well, not all, but we've been through a lot of things that, it's called growing. You know what I'm saying? It's called growing. We grew together
Right.
in our own ways. And, you know, and just thank God we didn't grow apart. That's the most important part.
That's the
You know
most
what I'm saying?
important thing, right?
Mhm. Well, I told her, I said, once she got with me, it was like, you ain't never going nowhere. They're going to have to kill me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, that's just part of it, right? Like the
Mm-hmm.
commitment, or like them R&B songs about trust and honesty. It's about
Mm-hmm.
trust and honesty
Mm-hmm.
and all that stuff them dudes be singing about, bro. If I could sing,
Yeah.
bro, if I could sing, I would never talk, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. If I could sing, y'all hear me? If I could sing, I would never talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of them dudes. Like I don't have like the many special talents like everybody else got. Like some people can sing, some people can draw. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, man. I got like average. I have average people talent. Like some people just come out the womb. They be just especially beautiful. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? That ain't me. I'm like average across the board in a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I ain't gonna fail at nothing, right? Not
Mm-hmm.
not nothing major, right? Without trying, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Failure is in the
yeah,
lack of trying.
yeah, yeah. Um, yo, let me. I'm gonna tell. I gotta. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share with everybody this joint, bro. Um, about ratchetness though,
Mm.
right? You ever been in a ratchet situation, bro?
What? I spent 5 years in the army. I'm from New York. I mean, what can I say? You know, at many stages in my life, I've seen some ratchet situations. Hell, even now, still to this day, I see some ratchetness going on.
Bro,
In my life.
bro. The ratchetness is crazy, right? I
Hmm.
um let me do. I'm trying to get these settings right, man. So
Hmm.
I'll see how it look on the other platforms. DSJ is in the building. DSJ, what's good, bro? DSJ in the building. We just played Hood Goddess a few seconds ago, bro. Like legit about 10 minutes ago, we played Hood Goddess, and Hood Goddess is by the original Delano Steele Jr. Yeah, man. So shout out to DSJ or Delano Steele Jr. I gotta call him by his R&B name. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? He goes by different names. He go by Steele and a whole bunch of other names, but yeah,
Oh
man.
shit.
Shout out to Steele and True Music and
Hmm.
everybody else, man. You know what I'm saying? But Lee, you have a like when you was dating, did everything like was the dating scene perfect for you? Was it how did the dating scene go for you? Like when you were dating? I'm not trying to get you in trouble, right?
No,
I'm
no, no,
I'm, I'm
no.
establishing a boundary. Like I'm not trying to relive the past. I'm just saying, like when you experienced it, what was it like?
Well, you want to start from the beginning, or you want, I'll
No,
tell it just
overall, man. Just an
overall,
overall.
overall. I think I was fortunate enough. I can't say every woman I ran into was perfect. I mean, hell, even the one I got right now, she ain't perfect. But neither am I,
You
to
ain't
say the
perfect.
least.
Yeah, I was gonna say you ain't perfect either. Yeah,
Yeah, to say the least. But I will say like this, I've been fortunate enough to have dated a lot of nice young ladies, decent young ladies, a lot. Now I've had my handful of some what the fuck, and I
yeah,
got to, what I'm saying, and then people reveal themselves over time, but that's when it's like, yeah, I got to make a change with this,
right, right,
but still, I've been fortunate. You know what I'm saying? I haven't run into too many knuckleheads, you know what I'm saying, in my day.
right. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. And I appreciate Miss Mocha allowing me to share like this stuff because me and Mo is like hand in glove, bro. We like kittens and mittens. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
that's us. We just happen to for whatever reason, two people that are like kindred spirits came together or whatever, right? But
Mm-hmm.
yo, look who back. No, let me bring my man in. Hold on, I gotta play the intro. I was just about to tell that, but let me cue the intro. Yo.
Big brother Almighty.
What's
Oh,
The
going
soul
on?
figure.
What's happening, fellas? What's happening?
What's good,
yo,
bro?
hey, so figure, you know we about to cut up if I took the mic off the stand, ain't it?
Yeah, I see. Hey, look. Hey, see, you got the thing like like the MC. If I get everybody started up, but then
Yeah.
you supposed to be the MC to start it, but you
Yeah.
the MC that take over, and then everybody in the back like, yo, what's happening, man?
Oh man.
Hey, you say, hey, but then people don't want to hear the other acts because the MC the one who's rocking the mic.
Right.
And then you got the nice, and I like that fedora action you rocking right
Oh,
there.
Kango official.
That's the Kango
Yeah,
fedora.
official,
Oh,
bro,
so you hey look,
we don't
I
play
just
no
put.
games, bro.
Hey, look,
I
I ain't
see.
mad. Shit. Hey, hey, you gonna have me have to break out one of those next time I'll do a vibes. I gotta get the memo.
Yeah, some stuff, some stuff, bro. I gotta keep it British with some stuff, bro. That
Yeah,
British
man.
flag be fire, bro.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with one of them. Hey, I still rock. Yeah, I got a few of those Kangos myself.
Yeah, man. The official Kango, right? But Sophie, so what we was talking about, man, is this time of what's that time of the year, man? Valentine's Day, all that stuff. And we were talking about like the dating scene and the ratchetness that come with and the ups and downs of it or whatever. And so what I want to do is, because a lot of times people hear how I speak and they hear how I speak about Miss Mocha and they think somehow we have lived a charmed life and nothing can be further from the truth, right?
Oh yeah.
But the thing with that is, we haven't lived a full charmed life, but right now where we are is a great place to be.
Yeah, you went from blah, you living more
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I wanted to share this story, not the one, Soulfinger, that you might think I'm talking about, not the one where my man wouldn't wash the back of his ears.
Oh, that one.
Not that one. Not that one. Bro, you a grown man. Yo, you don't wash the back. I bet them back of your earring backs be stank.
Man.
Not that one. But I was gonna share with Lee about the time I met this lady. I was working a temp job in a place called Columbia, South Carolina. I was working for a temp service, and the lady at the temp service didn't want to give me the job. And you know why she didn't want to give me the clerical job. I ain't got to get into all of that stuff, but I'm just gonna limit it down to it may have had to do something with the color of my skin, right? So anyway, you got to save that for certain, and then save the forklift or the pallet jack job for somebody else. So I ain't gonna get into.
I figured because you're a man of stature, and they figured you had a strong back, so you can go out there and lift and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
And not only that, but they think you had the chops to sit there and work in an office to be professional.
Right. Because you didn't have the complexion for the protection.
Yeah, and was going to school, and Soulfinger had completed some. You remember correspondence courses?
Oh man, yeah,
of course.
Yeah, and it had completed some correspondence courses. But anyway, but okay. So begrudgingly, like Friday afternoon at like 5:18 in the afternoon, something weird. And we in the yard, we drinking, whatever, because when you ain't got no job, ain't no need in, what I'm saying, you doing the best you can to find one.
Yeah.
But about 5:00 on a Friday, it's Miller time. You know what I'm saying? And for those that remember what Miller time is, right? So about 5:18, I just happened to be coming out of the bathroom, and the phone rang twice, and it was just about like the phone rang twice, and I was like, okay, who calling me to ring the phone twice? And then she called back, and the phone rang one time, and someone was like, pick it up. So I grabbed it and picked it up before, and it was the temp service trying to play me on some. I called you, but you didn't answer the phone.
Yeah, it's the phone. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she was like, Like, yeah, man, I'm gonna be in. And I'm like, okay, I'll be there. I need work. You know what I'm saying? And no lie, I was driving a raggedy Toyota Camry. It was like a 81 or a 83 Camry. It was a stick shift. Y'all ain't never seen a stick shift Camry before, right?
Man, you said 81. Yeah, that's old.
That's how old that car was, right?
And back then, and 81 Camrys don't even look like a Camry.
Yeah. And so the Camry I was driving, it was a stick shift, and I had a motor mount broke on the passenger side, right? Because whoever had it, they didn't know, so they constantly jerking in the car. You know what I'm saying? Broke a motor mount, right? So anyways, I get the job. I'm doing well at the job, and I finally get to meet my supervisor's assistant, right? I'm gonna call her Keisha.
Okay.
Right? Just to protect the names of the innocent. My name is Uncle Freezie. Her name is Keisha, right? Just for this right here, right? So Keisha walked by, and she has poetic justice braids all the way down to her ankles, right?
Okay.
Damn.
I used to love them things back in that time, boy. I was like, yeah, boy.
You know what I'm saying? So I get so me and a few other, so it's like it's a mixed crowd. It's like me, two brothers. These brothers, like I was like out of the military with some college. These brothers were college graduates working on they master's degree, and we in here in this barely above minimum wage job trying to find our way, right?
Barely got 2 pennies to rub together.
Bro, we ain't had no 2 pennies. That's week to week, bro. We had that's week to week. We'll get a penny one week and then a penny next week. So that's how, bro. When I tell you we was broke, bro, I'm gonna say this dude's name just to I'm gonna call him Brian, but Brian grandma knew we were so broke that she used to send lunch for all 3 of us through Brian.
Damn.
She'll get up early in the morning and fry like chicken breast and put it in aluminum foil or whatever, because she knew we was broke. You know what I'm saying? We out here trying to. So anyway, Brian and the other guy, I'm just say his name, Jason, because I don't want to say they real, because you know how when you tell the story, like you tell a story and the story be absolutely true, but people don't want to be associated with it. Maybe they done got in the church or something. That ain't what happened, Uncle Freezie. I would have never hollered at an attractive woman or whatever. I've been saved since birth. Okay, I got you. I feel you. You know, some people do.
Yeah.
So let's say Brian and Jason. Brian say, "Oh my God, Keisha is fine." They have been telling me. I ain't never seen her. She worked in the other building. Whatever. I ain't had no reason to go to the other building. And when you attempt, you know what I'm saying? You got to be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Because they will get rid of you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you can easily catch the fade as a tip.
Yes. So they was like, "Yo, I tried to holler at Keisha, man. Keisha, she fine, but she stuck up though." And I was like, "Keisha stuck up, man? She from what is that? You know?" Okay. And so she come through with her boss. It's some middle-aged man coming through with her, and she like right there beside him, and he tell her what to do, and she tell everybody else what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? She ain't, she's not the boss. She, you know what? She's
like an assistant to the assistant.
Like the admin assistant's assistant is what probably like the job she had.
Yeah.
Right. But she would come through, tell us what to do. Uncle Freezie, did you see the security outline? And like they give you the security outline, like your desk has to be a certain way in case somebody have to come walking down the aisle. You have to have your files tucked into your desk, all these different things, all this, you know what I'm saying? So whatever. So I'm coming out of the bathroom, and Keisha is coming out of the bathroom. We running into each other. And I stand there, I'm like, she just walked by. And Soul Finger, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. She walked by, she ain't said nothing. But whatever fragrance she was wearing, bro. Lee, whatever fragrance she was wearing, this is about 94. So it might have been Moschino, something like that. It might have been, was that the popular fragrance back then? Like 94? Egyptian musk, maybe?
Yeah.
Could have been. I couldn't tell you. 94.
Frankincense and myrrh.
Whatever she had on, I was like, yo, I got to say something to her. Right? So she walked by, you know what I'm saying, with her poetic justice hair and her fingernails. She had so if you're younger, you won't understand this concept of what I'm saying. But back then, people used to grow their natural nails. Ladies used to grow their natural nails like a mile long, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember Coco from SWV? Remember how long her
nails?
Yeah. So ladies used to do that back in the day. They used to take pride in growing their nails and all of that stuff, right? So I catch her, she turned around and she swings, she like, yes. And I was like, yo, I don't know what it is about your presence, but man, you just did something to me back there. And she was like, oh yeah, like what? I was like some type of out of body thing. I don't know. And I'm trying to keep her there. I'm trying to get ready to spit my game. She's like, I'm busy. Don't you see I'm busy? And she take off, she spin out, she roll out like a patrol car going back to her desk with her hair, and her high heels and her long nails or whatever. And so I go back to Brian and Jay. I'm like, yo, she's coming out the bathroom, boy. She smelled like ambrosia. He's like, she always smelled like that, bro. And her body is bad, right? And I was like, yo, I tell you what, bro. And so they like, yo, what she say? What she say? Yo, we busy. We at work. That's the vibe she giving me. So we go eat lunch. We Hood is a B. Grandma gave him the brown paper bag. We in the break room, the brown paper bag, and whatever. And so we splitting up these chicken breasts and some leftovers from his grandmama last night dinner at lunch. Cause when I tell you we was broke, bro. When I tell you, bro, Lee, out of the 6 months that I worked there, I bet you it might have been 3 days that I drove to work when my gas light wasn't on, bro.
Ooh, Lord. And one of them had to be payday.
Bro, you hear me? Yo, y'all don't hear me, bro, when I say broke, bro. But anyways, we put in this thing, putting the dinner, and you remember the ovens, the ovens they used to have where you used to warm up bread or whatever, the roaster ovens.
The toaster, like a little toaster.
Yeah, them old toaster joints.
Yeah. Remember when they used to have them in the break? It was like that, and a microwave that ain't nobody.
You turn all on the light. Hey, the light start getting a little dim.
Yeah. Microwave be all loud, like like a conveyor belt. So I walk in the break room, right? Or I'm sorry, they in there. I walk in the break room. And I see a crowd of girls turn around, right? And then they all look at me dead in my face. And I was like, yo, just one at a time. Yo, just whenever. One of y'all just say something, bro. Don't just look at me. Stop, you know what I'm saying? Y'all looking at me like, what's going on? And I look in the back of the crowd, and it's Keisha. Right? So in my mind, I'm like, Keisha told them chicks I tried to holler at her coming out the bathroom. And Lee, guess what?
She did.
Keisha told them chicks I tried to holler at her when she was coming out the bathroom. Right? So this is my play right here. I'm like, okay. So if that was a little moment for her, I think I can get her. Right. So they warming up their food. You know what I'm saying? They no disrespect to the ladies, but y'all in a different place. Like when y'all 22, 23, and y'all got babies at home or whatever, y'all can get EBT or whatever it is to help y'all. But when you 22 and when you're a 22-year-old man and broke,
You get
you ain't
nothing.
you on foot. You know what I'm saying? You on foot. You ain't eating big time. You know what I'm saying? You ain't get no big tax return in February or whatever. You know what I'm saying? At least that's the way it was about 30 years ago. I'll just put it that way. Right. So they warming up their food. They got all them things from Walmart or the grocery store or whatever. They little dinners and you know what I'm saying? They little things and they little sets and stuff. They little pink cups that they wash out in the sink. And we just we got 1 2-liter soda, right? That we gonna drink out of one time and we're gonna put that soda in the fridge and hope it lasts till tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Three dudes drinking out of 2-liter soda. That's how broke we was, bro. Fago. We drinking, y'all remember Fago?
Fago. Was it the red or the orange?
Yeah, the peach. We drinking peach Fago, right?
Okay, I got you.
So I see Keisha and I'm like, hey Keisha, listen. I know you don't date dudes that you feel like are beneath you or whatever, but I got potential. You know, I'm a veteran. You know what I'm saying? I got my own little pad. You know what I'm saying? I got myself together. And she's like, ew, nasty. Ew, I don't talk to. And so I'm just, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Word around the office is that you don't mess with nobody. But I'm not trying to mess with you. I'm trying to be with you. You know, I'm just spitting the little game, whatever. So she say no, right? She say no or whatever, shoot me down in front of everybody in the break room. All her girls is laughing. My man's and them laughing, eating their dry ass chicken breasts, right? But later on that day, right? I got my files outside of my desk. So guess who come talk to me about safety and security on the paper? It's somebody snitch. He over there with his files all over the place, girl. You know what I'm saying? So here she come. And I can hear her. This is what y'all remember stockings. Y'all remember when ladies used to wear stockings? And when they walk, you can hear them stockings.
Zip.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so here she come. And she's standing at my desk and I'm looking up. And I was like, so you thought about what I talked to you about earlier? Like, what did we talk about earlier? I was like, yo, I talked to you about changing your life earlier. And she's like, changing my life? What are you talking about? I'm like, yo, come on. She's like, so anyway, she's like, okay. I tell you what. Next Friday, you get one chance. Next Friday, I'm gonna let you come pick me up and take me out to dinner. But everything better be straight. Your car better not be stank. You got one chance because if you mess up a little bit, I'm going home. Right? And I was like, me messing up? Look at me, girl. Me? She like, okay, whatever. So she leave and I can hear, I don't turn around and look. Because that's one mistake men make. The men, listen, be in the moment. Don't never mess up the moment. Like when she was walking away, she meant for me to turn around and look at her walk away, but I didn't give her that power, right? I didn't give her that power. I stayed at my acting like I didn't even know she walk off, right? But my homeboys run straight to my desk. Yo, what happened? It's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna take out Friday, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we gonna, whatever. And she's like, yo, ain't nobody never took her out. She been here 6 years. Ain't nobody never took her out. I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna just, do the do. I'm Uncle Freezie, baby. Of course it worked for me. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? This is me. You know how when you young, you got all that unreasonable confidence or whatever for no reason. Like you know what I'm saying? In real life, Uncle Freezie ain't special. I ain't nobody. But when you fresh out the military, you in the best shape of your life. You know what I'm saying? You got all these little things you think going for you, but you really don't. But you don't understand because at 22, you still like a kid in a man's body, kinda. You know what I'm saying? So So the day come. So Lee, the day come, right? And I borrowed my cousin car. I ain't gonna say which cousin, because the cousin that I'm talking about, he always want to get credit for anything good that happened in the world. He act like it happened because he was there. He wouldn't have never took it if it wasn't for my car. No, bro, I would have took my car, but trust me, I just didn't want to take my car. My car was a lemon. It was an '84 Camry stick shift with rust and Bondo on the outside, and it was white. So if you can imagine a white car with gray Bondo and rust and red rust spots all over it, and with a motor mount, bro. So every time you grab up, every time you go to get you in the gear, whatever.
And you probably had some beat, and you had beat in there too, didn't you?
A what in there?
You had some beat.
Yeah, of course.
That's what we.
Well, what would the story? What would the story be? You can't tell a story about a car from the hood without
some beat. I'm just saying, because the system better that worth more than the car.
Yeah, right. Because after that, I put rims on it. It was crazy. I put $2,000 rims on a $600 car. But anyway, I go pick her up, and I'm like, no, this can't be right, because I'm in front of some apartments. I'm looking, right? I'm outside. I'm like, this can't be right. Yo, when I say apartments, bro, in Columbia, if y'all ain't never been to Columbia, South Carolina, and ain't been at no projects, think Atlanta, Georgia.
Look, I knew when you said apartments, you were talking about the PJs.
Yes.
The big red joint, the red brick joints at that.
Right. Those in the back on the opposite side. Up front, they got the big walk-in. You know what? Think Minister Society.
Oh, even better. Okay.
With the big courtyard and all that.
Yeah, the big courtyard.
Yeah. Where you gotta walk like half a mile into the projects, or quarter mile into the projects, looking for the number. So I get to her house, and Lee, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I take pride in being fresh, you know what I'm saying? But it's a hot South Carolina summer day. Like it's like June in South Carolina, Friday afternoon. So you already know it's still 98 degrees or 94 degrees, right?
So you basically saw Satan walking into the Circle K to get him a Slurpee and some flip flops and drawers.
Bro, he helped me find her place.
Yeah, I believe you, because it is down there, and then humidity on hell.
Yes, way past 10, all the way down to hell, bro. So, but here's the thing: I get to her place, right? I look like, nah, this can't be it, because I hear dogs barking, and she don't look. How you got nails that long? You know what I'm saying? And hair that long, and you got dogs. I look, it's like 3 or 4 pit bulls in the back, chained up to cinder blocks, bro.
Which one of them? She had one named Cocaine or Black Gal?
I don't know, because I want to stick my head around there, bro. Probably though. So I look, and then I'm like, nah, this can't be right. So I knock on the door, and a lady come to the door, and she's like, hey, baby, how you doing? And so I'm fine. How you? I'm from Jersey, but down south, you got to talk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how you? And she like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm here to pick up Keisha. And she like, Keisha. And then she say her real name, right? And I'm like, oh, you from the hood for real? She said her real name, and she was like, and so Keisha comes to the door. Grandma, you ain't got to tell him everything. And bro, Soulfinger, when I tell you she came to the door with that sundress on.
Oh, it was a wrap. Oh, yeah. Oh,
bro, when she came to the door with that sundress on, right, I was thinking in my mind, what we gonna name these babies? Lee, you hear me?
Yeah.
Lee, when she came to the door with that sundress on,
I already
was like,
know.
I can't name the first one, Junior. Bro, she can't. Bro, when I saw her, I could not. Because when you at work, you know what I'm saying, you be fly or whatever. But when you get ready to go out, man, this Soulfinger, this motherfucker was bad, bro. I'm talking about, bro. She was bad, bro. Like she was like, "What you looking at?" And I was like, just because I was like in a dream sequence, and y'all know me, I always stay in the moment, right? Like you ain't gonna overwhelm me. I ain't gonna never get outside the moment. I always keep my cool. But I saw her in that sundress. I had to shake my head and step back, and I was like, "Man, you are gorgeous, girl." And she was like, "Yeah." And her grandma was like, "Oh, you taking her out?" And said her name again. And I don't know. I can't remember. No, thank you. I can't remember what the whole name was, but it was like one of the most
Hood-tastic.
yes you ever heard in your life.
Like,
Tranquility.
It's like some Quantanisha or something, Quantanisha or something, and
Oh
she just went by
Jesus.
Keisha, right? And so I was like, damn, man, Miss
Laquanda
Keisha.
Tricia, something like that.
Yeah, it was longer than that, bro. It was
Yeah,
longer
hey,
than
hey, they have all kinds of accent marks and stuff. You know how they back around that time. That's when they were just putting names together. Yeah,
that.
I
Yeah,
know how they
man.
go. Yeah, when they would make it up names.
But when I reached, no lie, one of my sergeants taught me how to talk to women and treat women right. Like when we was in the military, he was like, "Yo, when they come out the door, offer your hand so they can walk over the little thing, and if they don't need you, they'll just walk by, but they'll understand the gesture, right?" So I reach out my hand, and her grandma starts smiling like, "Oh, you a gentleman," and in my mind, I'm like, "Gotta." Because if her grandma like me, bro, I'm
You in
in.
there like, hey, you in there like Flynn, bro.
Yeah, if her grandma like me, bro, I'm in there. So we get in the car. I take open the car door, man, and got the car smelling like some kind of potpourri, whatever it is. My man having his car, it was smelling all right. It wasn't something that I prefer, but it didn't smell like. It didn't smell like.
You didn't smell broke.
It ain't smell like Mad Dog and
Yeah,
cigarettes. So
basically, you said you didn't smell broke. That's what it didn't smell. It didn't smell broke.
basically. So, we whipping through town, we pass Fountain Blue, we go to this restaurant, and she like, "You taking me here? Only white people eat here." I'm like, "Nah, Miss Kid, nah, it's not just for white people, man. It's for everybody." You know what I'm saying? It's just we just, you know what it is. So
Programmed that way.
yeah. So we walking up, and the dude outside, you know how they have the canopy over the top of the front of the restaurant, like
Yeah,
the car canopy up there, and they have like the little basket with umbrellas in it out
Mm-hmm.
there by the thing, so you can, in case it rains, you can grab one and take it to the car, and then bring it, whatever. And then
Yeah.
outside you meet the guy, and he asking you, what I'm saying, your reservation time and all that stuff. And so we go through all of that stuff, and everybody is just looking at Keisha like, "Damn, it's bad." And she got her shoulders back and her chest is out, and she confident, man. And so we get to the dude, and he says, and I'm like, "Yo, it's a table for two under Uncle Freezie." And so he
so,
looked at
hey, sorry about the distraction. We got a comedy show. My daughter trying to catch a bird that's flying around. So,
yeah, you mean it's real life, right?
yeah, it's real life. You'll see
I
her
see
come
him.
walking by here, and it's. I'm trying. There she goes in the background trying to catch a bird. Her bird flew away.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, no
yeah.
doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
I just figured I'd
Um,
leave it on for comedy relief.
well,
Mm-hmm.
that's a part of life, bro. So I tell my man, Uncle Freezie, reservations for two. He lead us to the table. He walk in front, right? And this is another thing. To the table, he walk in front. I let her follow, and I follow behind. In certain instances, it's important for the man to walk in front, and then other instances, it's important for the woman to walk in front so that she can take everything in. Yo, if fly eagles fly, right? That's what's going on.
Yeah, I just love it for comedy relief.
So we get to the table, and my man asked me if we need time, and I'm like, yes, we need time because I want to talk first. Like, I want to. It's a date, right? We're not going to dinner. It's a date. So it's, even though it's a dinner date, it's a date first while we eating, right? So I'm talking to her about her background and my background and explaining about, yeah, I was in the military. Yes, I've been through some stuff. Yes, I'm single. Yes, yes, I'm broke. Yes, I'm trying to get my life together. Yes, I'm trying. You know how you explain it, like they trying to figure out if
Get the
they waste
checklist.
time or not, right? And so the dude comes back and she's like, no, 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 give us some time. She acting mad ghetto with the dude, right? You know how they come through? They like, would you like to start with the selection of breads? Would you like the corn muffins? Do you want to start with the brioche buns? Do you want to start with the, you know how you get the bread selection first, right? And then, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, whatever appetizer you want to get or whatever, whatever opener, starter, appetizer, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
So she like, no, didn't I tell you to such and such and such? She mega. And Lee, you remember when black women was in the neck rolling era? When
Oh
every
yeah.
time they talk with
God,
attitude, they
yeah.
was rolling their neck and,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
the talk to the hand stage. Remember talk to the
Mm-hmm.
hand?
Yes, sir.
Talk to the hand, talk to the hand. Remember all that?
Yeah.
So we there, right? And so bro, so we there, and he finally come back through. He give her. So I'm like, hey Keisha, listen, I already been here before, right? Right. And I'm talking like a pro. I've been there one time and somebody brought me there. I was like in addition. I wasn't there for the dinner. They didn't have nobody else and they brought me along, but I had been there before. Right. So I order her. I'm listen, this is what I tell my man. Yo, let us get 2 chilled waters, no ice with lemon, right? So we want the water very cold, but no ice with lemons, right? On the glass, right? Let us have the house salad with no dressing. And we'll work on the dressing after we see what the house salad look like, right? And we want to try the baked brioche with butter. You know what I'm saying? With the house cream butter, whatever it is, whether it's honey butter, whatever it is, right? So she looking at me like she impressed. She was like, and see, that's what I hate. They just think just because we black, just because we. I'm like, no, that's not what he thinking. He just want to take your order. Calm down, relax. That man just want to make sure we get served. That man want to make sure he get a big ass tip at the end of the night. That's what he working on. He don't care nothing about us being black. That man want money. You know what I'm saying? So he come through with the wine menu or whatever. He's like, I know it's a little premature to ask, but do you have any type of wine in mind? Right. And I didn't even ask Keisha if she drank, right? So then I asked her, I was like, do you drink wine? Or do you drink a little bit? And she's like, you trying to get me drunk? No, I'm not trying to get you drunk. Relax. If anything, it's just we share in a little bit of wine or whatever, and it loosen us up so the conversation to be better, blah, 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 right? So he say, he'll come back. I'm like, no, you don't have to come in. Let us get, and Lee, I'm trying to say it in the most respectful way because at the time I didn't know nothing about wine. Basically, what I told him in the most polite way, let us get the cheapest red wine you got. Basically, is what I was telling him, but I didn't know how to say it, so I was trying to be polite with it. Right. So I was like, yeah, let us get everyday. And I mean, you have a everyday dinner wine, and he's like, everyday dinner wine. He's like, oh, I get it. Yeah, I got you. So he bought us one back. It was about $20, bro. And back then, paying $20 for a bottle of wine, that sounds cheap. But in
that was like
93,
everything.
yeah, bro. So that was my gas money, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was my gas. That was my gas.
Yeah, bro. I remember them days. $20 get you everywhere.
Yeah. So And so he come back. So he comes back, right? And they give us the menu, right? They give us he give me both menus. And so I placed the menu on the table and slide it to her. You know what I'm saying? They got the thick white tablecloths. You know what I'm saying? They got it folded like, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
Like,
it's one of those nice spots with the napkins and all that good stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
and you know how they have the napkins folded up in a like in a swan on your plate
yeah.
and all that? Yeah, so yeah, man. He gave me the menu, right? My cousin told me if you take too long, order such and such and such, right? Because it's gonna be cheap. She's gonna get a lot of it, and it's gonna be really, really good, right? That way, if she
Mhm.
takes some home, her people can eat out. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
the doggy bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I slide her the menu, and she looking at the menu, right? And I'm like, hey, babes, you know and she's like, give me a minute. So, and but Keisha, you know, stop harassing me. You gonna make me walk out of here. And I'm like, so okay, so I lean back, right? I'm like, okay. And so the waiter comes up, right, and asks me if I'm ready to order. And I'm like, no, because the rules of engagement with a woman is let her order first and you order second. He looks at the menu that she has, and then he looks me in the face. He's like, I'm like, so he like, ma'am. She's like, give me a minute. Stop harassing me. Now she getting loud and ratchet. Now she getting loud and ratchet, and people starting to put their forks down and look at the table. And I'm like, you know, she's like, didn't I tell you to give me a minute? I told you if you mess this date up, I'm gonna walk away. I don't care. I'm from such and such. And I'm like, oh boy. So Lee, we got a dilemma. So she is there with the menu, and the waiter is like, ma'am, but she like, I told you to give me some time. Where's your manager? So he leave. He leave. He go get the manager. Right. The manager come up. First thing he does is apologizes to me, and then apologizes to her. Like, oh, we're sorry about the inconvenience. Is there anything we can help you with? And she goes off in a tangent. Lee, she stands up in the restaurant, bro, and talks to the man, blah, blah, blah. The only reason why he harassing me is because we the only black people in here, and blah, 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 blah. And you know, and the dude's like, man, I'm tremendously sorry. I was not aware of he trying to be, you know what I'm saying, you know, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, I tell you what, you know, we can move you to a different table, start the process all over. We'll take something, we'll send out your entree will be on us and blah blah blah, right? And she's like, no, I don't want to move. I want to stay right here. And I was like, oh boy. So I look at Keisha. I'm like, Keisha, listen, I get it. So we've been here about 25 minutes. We're gonna have to order something. And so she's looking at the menu. She's like, I don't know what I want to get. And so the manager of the restaurant looks at me. He's like, hey, can you? I'm like, hey, Keisha, you're gonna have to order something, right? And so she looked, I don't know what I ain't never been here before. Why are you trying to? And so the manager who's standing right there did a great job, bro. He stood right there, took all this abuse, and he was like, can I make a suggestion for you since it's your first time? She's like, no, I want to order my own stuff. And so she looked, and so the dude that she called the manager on, it said, ma'am, because he mad, right? Because she played him. He like, ma'am, your menu is upside down. And I bust out laughing, right? The dude, the manager, he can't laugh, but you can see the smile on his face, right? And so she look at me and the menu. She look at me and the menu, right? And it's like with a tear in her eye. And I'm like, Keisha. And she's like, I knew it was upside down. I'm not a tilleret. King Ribby, she yelled out in a full restaurant. She knew the menu was upside down. She is not a tilleret. Bro, I laughed. Bro, we laughed. Bro, the wait staff laughed.
Classic.
They laughed at her, bro. Oh my god. Bro, they laughed and laughed. And I was like, Keisha, let's get out of here. They shouldn't be treating you like this. I'm laughing too, right?
Mhm.
So my man is like on the way out the door, he gives me what you call a thing where you can come back and get a free meal? A gift certificate. So on the way out the door, he gave me like the paper gift certificate for $100. We walking out the door. He like, here, take this. And so we walking out the door, we get in the car, she mad. Right? And I'm like, Keisha, why are you mad? She like, you gonna sit up there and not take up for me when them white people was making fun of me and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Keisha, listen, it wasn't even about that. She's like, take me home. And I was like, Keisha, listen, you got to have a sense of humor. It happened. Take me home. So I take her home. I walk her back to the door. Her brother's is outside. It's like dusk dark. Her brother's out on the porch. And I'm walking, and they like, and she walk in the house, walk right by. They like, Keisha, what's wrong? She walked right by them. Zoom. And they like, yo, what you did? Bruh, I ain't did nothing, bro. I ain't did nothing to y'all sister. I trust me. I ain't did. I was telling her, bro, if I did something to y'all sister, you think I would walk her to the door? I ain't did nothing to her. Something happened at the restaurant that made her upset. You know, and it's a shame because we was having a good time too. And her grandmother came out. Her grandmother was like, well, okay, baby. You know, maybe she'll call you back. You don't know. I'm gonna talk to her. And so I left. We get back to work. And we get back to work, right? The next Monday, we get back to work. And this is, and everybody listen, I know y'all gonna say, why you ain't told your man some over the weekend? Because it was a different time. Time didn't move like that back then. We wasn't texting every single thing we did or post everything on social media. Like your man to them at work, they was your man to them at work. You know what I'm saying? And so I get back to the desk. You know what I'm saying? And we go on to lunch. I don't see Keisha till about lunchtime. Right? I didn't get her, no, I didn't call her none of that. So we in the break room and she telling the story, like she trying to tell the story of what happened, trying to make me look like a fool. Right? And whole finger, she got everybody in there. And like he got me in front of everybody trying to make me look like a fool. And I had to tell him that I wasn't a tilleret, and he didn't even and so everybody in the break room was like, wait, what?
Artillery.
What'd you say? She was like, they tried to play me like I was a tilleret.
Artillery.
Bro, the whole break room just bust out laughing, bro. Just bust out laughing.
Now she mad, looking around like,
now she mad at me for life. She mad at me for life, right? Ain't even bro, about no lie about when did Facebook start? Like when did Facebook come out? Like 2000? I can't. Whatever. 2010 or something.
It was around 2010.
Like 2010. I
was on my last appointment, so like 2009.
Like 2009, right? Yeah.
That was my last appointment. That's when I got it.
So I saw her on Facebook, and she had commented to a post that my cousin put out there. I didn't know her. I guess her and my little cousin, one of my younger cousins, had became friends after that, right? Whatever, And so she out there, and I was like, "Hey, listen, it's Uncle Freezie. I just saying, how you doing?" Bro, don't you know she blocked me and still talk shit about me to this day?
She mad about your
day, bro.
But the thing is, Freeze, it's not your fault she got a bow-legged tongue.
Bro,
She got a bow-legged tongue. She said artillery.
Bro, to this day, Lee, you got something going on? Yeah, Lee has something going on, bro. I don't know what's, but
I thought he was catching him a couple of winks in there. Getting his disease. You know, he
Yeah,
on that
man.
old. Hey, for C Lee, not to be as old, but he's the youngest older cat that I know.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's what happened. Hey, see, that's what happened when you're out there with the Jerusalem cruisers and no socks.
And no socks.
Barbecue.
Yeah,
oh,
man.
Jesus.
But Soulfinger, Facebook came out 15 years later, and that lady was still mad at me, bro.
Because she got a bow-legged tongue. It ain't your fault she got a bow-legged tongue.
Because she said the word artillery in 2 different public places and thought she was right.
Because she said artillery in the restaurant.
Yes, and artillery in the break room.
You're a moron. Oh,
and then right then and there, all those cats that had fantasies about her, they were just shattered.
Gone.
Bing bong.
Gone.
Yeah.
So
I told you.
How you gonna say the word artillery and think people not gonna laugh?
Well, I was saying, remember I told you about Culver Sear.
Yo, that is wild, bro.
Culver Sear, artillery, that's up there with manslaughter.
Manslaughter. Yeah. That man got 25 years for manslaughter. Yo,
wow.
Yo, that is wild, bro. And yo, the reason why I had to tell the story is because I told that story before. It was like late one night and I couldn't find it. I was going back through it because I wanted to post it on Instagram, right? So I wanted to post it on Instagram so that people that follow Vibes and stuff and follow your main man on other social media platforms, I wanted to just chop it up and edit it and put it out there so they'll see what we doing over here on Vibes and stuff and all that, bro. But bro, it did that moment right there just reinforced to me that no matter how good things look, things are never perfect.
Exactly.
Things are never perfect. And I tried to do everything the right way. I was respectful. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I was respectful to her and her grandmother and her brothers who tried to play me on some they little sister can't do no wrong tip. You know? You're like, what you do to my little sister? Man, I ain't did your little sister in public talking about artillery. I should have told them that. You know?
I can't help it if your little sister got a bow-legged tongue.
Yeah, I can't help your little sister. You know what I'm saying? She can't talk.
Can't talk. You out there talking about screech, scrimp, and strawberry.
Yeah. I can't help it. Your little sister is out here talking about artillery twice. She tried.
Wow.
The first time she played herself. The second time she tried to play me. Right.
Came up shorter than a midget on his knees.
Yes.
In a hole.
Yes. Bro, Lee, I wanted to share that, man, because a lot of times, man, people think this dating thing is easy.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm off the market, I'm glad. Listen, you know, I know some dudes that feel like they want to be back out there on the market to test the waters. Nah, I'm good. I'm a pass.
See, I'm too grumpy, man. I'm grumpy nowadays. I don't have.
I ain't gonna lie to you. No, say every once in a blue, I like to go out there and play around, but not really do like. What I mean by that is,
see if you still got it.
She still got it.
It's just one of those. If you get a little conversation, a little youngin come shoot that shot at you. You're like, oh, I still got it. All right, keep it pushing.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
exactly.
There, it's more like you browsing. Not even browsing. You just kind of like doing mine in your own one slide up on you.
No, it's sports fishing. It's sport fishing. You know, catch and release.
Yeah.
Nah, no doubt. But For those everybody that was involved, if you watching, y'all know that I'm telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but
But
the truth, right?
Exactly.
Because
You want to
we didn't even eat that night. I don't even know. I think we might have went home and I might have went home and watched RoboCop or something. I don't know. Yo, that was
Ah,
the worst date. That was like the
this
worst day of my life, bro. You spend all that money, bro. Sophie, I told you remember I told you I was broke. Bro, I bought a new outfit for that date, bro.
it came up.
Oh,
Wow.
I spent like $35 on a brand new outfit for her. And for those that don't know, the like 30, you like $35, that ain't nothing. When your check ain't nothing but $117
That's a lot of money.
and you living by yourself,
That's a lot of money.
you know what I'm
You got
saying?
a budget.
wow.
Hey, you doing some serious budgeting
Yeah,
because
What?
your normal because you normally got a loaf of bread, peanut butter jelly, and a jug of water.
in a jug of water.
And that's faucet water, folks.
Yes, faucet water.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So shout out to Artillery Keisha out there if you watching. I know you somewhere on my social media stuff because she friends with my cousin. So once you see this, I know it's gonna make you mad as a motherfucker. But I'm here to tell you, 30 years later, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You mad, stay mad. Hold your breath.
Hey, you
You know
put
what
a
I'm
cape on
saying?
her back, she's super mad.
Yeah, talking about I'm not Artillery. And
Artillery.
Oh God.
they're gonna try to play me in the break room in front of at work. Why you why you gonna bring date stuff?
Outside stuff, yeah. And see, you know
Messy.
the bad thing about it though, Freeze. This is the bad thing about it. Well, like I said earlier, yeah, cats that was looking at her like, oh my God, she the end all be all say all. She this, she that, she this.
Yep.
Then you see it, then they open the mouth, you like, oh baby, you just killed my fantasy. Like
Yeah.
I remember I was home one time, just real quick, then real soon, and me and my boys were out. We were home on leave at the same time. We was up at this party, and this joint walked in. She was beautiful. I mean, this was one of the most beautiful chocolate things I ever seen down there. We looking like, yo. It was around about that same time because she had the big plaits and stuff, and they had big braids and hair like that. I was like, golly, this thing is cold blooded, man. And she walked by and stuff, and the minute she opened her mouth, I was like, oh. I didn't hear what she had to say. Is that she was slugged up.
Mm.
And for those of you who don't know
That's
what I
you and
mean
that
by
big
slug,
body pins on.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Bling bling.
like, oh,
Shout out to the boot.
yeah, man, she was slugged up, and I was like, you know what, I'm trying to think, one, it was cool, but when you slugged up like that, I was like, oh, baby, no,
Wow.
no. It's like seeing Kenya Moore with slugs and braids.
Oh.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, I guess I'll continue drinking over here tonight.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No.
So when I was telling everybody that I was gonna come on and do the joint, they wanted me to tell the just say no story.
Oh
Y'all
God.
got a few minutes. I
Oh
can
yeah, I
See,
got time.
I thought you was gonna be talking about the oops oops.
No, I can't do that one. So I can't do that one because it's too many people that know the story, and and if I put that story on the internet without talking to everybody first, you know what I'm saying? I already told it, but if I put it on Instagram, my phone gonna start ringing. People gonna want to meet me outside. You know what I'm saying? So yes,
Man.
I can't tell that one right.
Freezer, hey, I'm still weak off that one, boy.
What?
You still
What?
got me
I
weak.
still think about man. I'm still thinking about that. I brought it up to him today. I was like, "What about that one?" He was like, "Nah,
Nah, man, I'm weak.
Bro,
So,
bro, I'm when I tell a story, bro. that one, everybody knows that. So, like, a lot of people know that story because if you heard me tell the story, you know that a lot of people know the story, but because of what happened in the story, right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, yeah, man. If I tell that one, a dude from Texas gonna be outside my door in South Carolina racing his truck engine trying to get me to come outside.
You're gonna have him and Quentin Grimes on your
Him and
dog.
Quentin Grimes. I'm on the hit list.
Hey, Freezie, go
Hey,
watch you walking through the mall. They're gonna both turn your heart in you.
Yes, probably at the same time.
At the same time,
what?
each one get a kneecap.
Oh man.
Oh,
I got one. Oh boy. At least we ain't talking about Virginia hams, so we good.
oh
No,
man,
please,
why
nah,
you
I
had to
ain't
do
wanna.
that, man?
Yeah, nah, I
Why you
can't.
had
I
to do
can't
that,
fuck
man?
around, bro. I'm.
Hey, shout out to Bully, but you wrong for that one, man. That's Virginia ham, man. Nah, I can't. Nah, man, look. Now we'll go to the store and say, "Ooh, we're gonna buy these Virginia." No, we ain't buying shit.
Nope.
No,
No
no.
Virginia ham. You can get a Westminster ham. You can get a Bigfoot Mississippi ham, but we ain't getting no Virginia hams.
Right.
You know, in Atlanta, we got this honey baked ham. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? But no Virginia
No
Yeah, man.
Virginia ham.
Oh,
No
oh,
Virginia ham.
dagger. But anyway, anyway,
Bologna.
but but yeah. So Lee, you said you had one. Are you?
Oh
Because
no!
huh?
Oh no! Mm-mm. I can't compete with you.
Mm-mm.
Nah, yo, compete with me. My life would just man. If it
I'm
wasn't
talking
for
about. I could even tell it. I know some stupid stuff, but mine is like so far fetched and so I can't even put it all together, man. Mm-mm.
Now, see,
Mm-mm.
Freezy, Freezy's kind of like the Slick Rick. Because Slick Rick's the storyteller. That's how Freezy is, man. Freezy tells the stories good. Like I said, I got stories, but man, mine I can't really censor stuff too well, and you got to use a few colorful adjectives to tell my stories.
and plus
Yeah.
we be laughing through the whole story. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
We be
So
laughing through the whole story. You know what I mean?
I tell you about I told you about hot dog and everything. So that's kind of
Oh my.
yeah, that's kind of yeah.
Well, Lee, let me ask you this, Lee. Let me ask you this, right? And I asked Lee this before, chat. I already asked Lee this before, and so I already know the answer. I just think it's funny when I hear him tell an answer, when I hear him answer it. So he already know I'm setting him up, right? Lee, you ever had a homeboy that when it's all the guys around, he swear he is the slickest with the ladies, and then when the
Hell
ladies come
yeah.
around, he always find an excuse not to holler.
Hell yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
okay. So I had a homeboy, right? I'm gonna call him Chris, right? Just for this, because Chris is easy for me to remember, right? I don't want to say his name, and when he see this, he gonna know I'm talking about him and be mad, but he gonna be glad that I didn't say his real name, right? So when I first got to the military, I had like a whole bunch of issues going on. My parents were divorcing. We were constantly moving around. I went to 4 different high schools, all these different type things. I never got the opportunity to figure out who I was as a person because I was always moving, always in different environments. So you know how you don't know what you like until you try it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for y'all know what it is. Like maybe you tried to smoke weed and didn't like it, or maybe you got drunk one time and woke up, your head was hurting, and he's like, man, I ain't never drinking like that no more, right? Or maybe you dated outside of your race and found out it was too much work, or maybe you dated in your race and found out that it was too much work. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just want to be a bachelor. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm in that stage of Uncle Sam is putting money in my pocket. So it's the first steady money that I ever earned on my own. Right. I'm living in a state, right, that I probably would never even have traveled to.
Mm.
Right. I probably never even would have traveled to, you know. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what Ron said. Okay. All right. So I probably wouldn't even travel to the state if I wasn't in the military. Like Soulfinger may not have even traveled to the West Coast or out of the country or whatever if it wasn't for the paths that we took.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So in that, I find myself being around people that are in the same situation. Just got paid Friday
Friday
night,
night. Yep.
party hunting, moving all right. You know what I'm saying? All that stereo bumping, Monster Jam. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Like,
Yep.
like
Mm-hmm.
you 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. You got some money. You know what I'm saying? Nobody to answer to but your boss at work.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So
Make sure you have first formation. That's all you
yeah,
gotta.
make sure you be straight and all that. So I get tight with this dude. I'm gonna call him Chris, right? Me and Chris are E2s, right?
Mm.
We E2s. He coming in, he went to basic training. I went to basic training. I went to a school. He coming back from such and such when, you know what I'm saying? And so we basically getting promoted at the same time. We on the same level, same group of privates, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So we are in the room playing this game on Nintendo called Tecmo
Mm.
Bowl, right?
Good old Tecmo Bowl.
We in the room playing Tecmo Bowl. When I say in the room, I'm talking about the barracks, everybody. I'm talking about like we in the barracks. So it's this girl that I liked. When I saw her, I immediately went into my Christopher Williams type mode. Right? You know what I'm saying? It was the times, bro, when you was light skinned and had light color eyes, you can get away with murder. Right?
Don't wake me.
Yeah.
I'm dreaming.
Right. And don't mess around and have a texturizer in your hair. Man.
Oh.
Soulfinger don't know about texturizers, bro. But if you mess around and had a
Hey, look.
texturizer in your hair,
I had the S curl, man. I did the S curl and then all that other little texturized and stuff. You know, I had a ramp. I had a ramp at first, so to make it a little taller, that's what I did it. So I did it
yeah.
just to get over. You know, I became belligerent. You know,
Oh, no.
you know. Yeah, trust me. I remember them days, boy. Hey, that cats was like, how long? You know, I used to pat it down, so you had to put all that gel in and pat it down. I used to sleep with a do rag on my head and be real careful about how I put my cover on. So those don't know what a cover is. That's the uniform hat you wear while you're in the military. So I used to be real careful so I wouldn't pull it up. So nobody really knew how long it was. But when I got off work, baby, we get out of uniform. Hey, I'm picking that joker out. Hey, the ramp was up like a shark fin. We was out. Hey,
fly.
Yeah.
And be fly. Yeah, man. Listen, man.
Those are the days of the cross colors and the car canai.
Yes.
Oh boy.
And so my thing is like I was still trying to figure out. I didn't know. See, I didn't come from that background of being a bad boy, like in the streets or whatever. That wasn't, and I never wanted to be that. I always felt like I wanted my family life to be like the Cosby Show. Like I wanted my father to be a doctor and my mother to be a very respected, highly reputable lawyer. That when she show up, everybody quit because she that good. That was like Claire. That was Claire Huxtable, right? And so I wanted I wanted my life to be like that. I never wanted my life to be King of New York or New Jack City or nothing like that. I even though I grew up as a kid in that environment, that's not what I wanted, right? I like the Cosby Show, man. I wanted to be like, I wanted my life to be like that. That's why when my life didn't go that way, I was so frustrated because as a kid, you could see a way out of what life could be,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then you walk out on the street and you walk down your stoop, and a crackhead done slept on your stoop all night, and you got crack vials on your stoop and broken glass right there when you're trying to walk to school. All this mess, right? I never wanted to glamorize that. Never wanted to live that. I never wanted to be a part of that. But when you are adolescent, like when you're somewhere between 15 and 20, 21 years old, you have that nervous, angry energy. You know what I'm talking about? Like the energy for no reason. Like you know how your boy, I guess it's like that overdose of testosterone you get when you get to be about 15 and you don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So you fighting all the time, either you bullying kids or you standing up for but whatever it is you're doing, right? So so it's like 87. So I'm mad young, right? So I say Tecmo, but I don't remember the name of the game. We was just playing. It might have been Punch Out. Y'all remember Mike Tyson Punch Out?
Oh yeah.
Punch Out, all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like 87. I meet this dude, me and him the same, right? Me and him the same, right? And when we get together, we used to have like the parties in our room. Everybody used to come to our room and drink their little Mountain Dews and play video games and talk real loud and read Right On magazine and y'all remember all that stuff, man. Like you know, just hanging out like teenagers, right? So we in the room, and I tell them the story about Pia from across the street. Right, I tell the story about Pia. Fine, bro. Pia. And so for people that don't know, like they had never seen the channel before, Pia from across the street was like a better looking version of a young Tracy Spencer. Pia was fine, and her mama was fine, and her grandmama was fine. Right, Pia older sister was fine. All of them, bro. All of them was fine.
Just in the blood.
Yeah, they was. Yeah, all of them fine, man. They was from somewhere in the islands. I think they was from like some place, Tahiti or so. I don't know, some shit. Just somewhere out the Caribbean. But they was American. But people come from the West Indies somewhere.
St. Thomas.
Yeah, I don't know. She was just beautiful, bro. She looked like. Pia mom looked like she could have either been Cindy from In Vogue or Miss Parker on Friday.
Oh Jesus.
She was fine, you know what I'm saying? And so I tell that story in the barracks, and Chris is like, "Oh yeah, I got 30 girls look like that." That's like 30 girls like that. Now, mind you, I come from a place like you got to keep it a stack because people are gonna check you. I'm from Jersey City, so you can't tell no lies. You can't you know what I'm saying? You can't fake no jacks. It's like when you from Queens, right? You can't be out here faking jacks because people gonna know, right? So I'm like, yo, 30, how you keep up with 30 girls? He be like, yo, I stay on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you stay on the phone for real? And then what would happen, chat, what would happen is when we would go places and it'd be somebody that's fine, like Cutie Pies, Chris would always make up an excuse like, nah, man, she ain't pretty enough. And I'm like, pretty enough? Bro, she gorgeous. Lee, one time, no lie, we were in the PX, right?
Yes,
we went in the PX. Anybody, we in the PX. The lady at the register, hand to the man on a stack of Bibles, bro. The lady ringing us up in the PX, asked for our ID, looked like Robin Givens in the face, bro.
Ooh. Lord, thank you. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Lee, chat.
I'm listening.
Chat. The chat don't hear me, bro. The lady ringing us up was such a cutie. She looked like Robin Givens, same size and everything, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Clearly, you know what it is. It's probably one of them veterans' daughters had a baby overseas. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And bought they baby back, and now she working at the PX or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever it was,
Oh.
you know. But she
Mm-hmm.
and so she checked my ID, and I was like, "Damn, you are gorgeous." Right? And Chris is like, "Come on, bro, you holding up the line, bro." And she was like, "Yeah, you holding up the line." And I'm like, "Damn." I was like, "Chris, you ain't gonna say nothing?" And she like, "Yeah, Chris, you ain't gonna say nothing?" And guess what? And Chris didn't say nothing.
Duh.
So Soulfinger, we there in front of Robin Givens, right? At the
Yeah.
PX, she ringing us up. And I can't say nothing. All I got is, man, I'm like, lady, you are gorgeous. That's all I got. I ain't got nothing else to say to her, bro. That's all I got. That was my one shot right there. I ain't got nothing else. I'm like, Chris, you ain't gonna say nothing? And she looked Chris in the eyes with these green, gray looking eyes or whatever. She was chocolate too,
Ooh.
like Robin Givens, right? With these like gray, green like eyes, and they like candy, like she like Asian or something. Like she could have been. She like, Chris, you ain't gonna say nothing. And Chris was like, thank you. He took the bag and we left. And so I was like, and I walked back by it, but I didn't have no more shots to shoot, bro. I didn't have no game for that moment. And before y'all judge me, before all y'all internet players be like, yo, I would have said such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been like, yo, wrap your body tight, whatever. Nah, bro. Everybody ain't got it like that, man. Everybody don't have game like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't charismatic like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I would have said such and such. Nah, B, nah. I'm keeping it a stack with you. I didn't have nothing. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie on the internet for the sake of lying on the internet.
Yeah,
I ain't have it.
sometimes it bees that way, man. You just have nothing you can fall back on.
Yeah.
A situation like that, Freeze, the best I can get. How you doing?
Yeah.
You know, I told you about when we were, not like when I got stuck. When we was in Seychelles looking for a place to go shoot some ball. Ship pulled in and said Seychelles Islands, some of the most beautiful women. I said, I'm gonna go ask a little shorty down here with a game, ask her where we can find a basketball court. I wasn't ready, like Kevin Hart, I wasn't ready because she turned around. She had these crystal green eyes, and I was stuck. And I said, "Hey,
like the Bugs Bunny cartoon. You ain't got nothing. You just ain't got nothing. You ain't got it. You ain't got it.
I'm sitting there looking like straight Boo Boo the Fool. I can't formulate a sentence because I wasn't ready for the eyes. They think I'm back there shooting. I'm trying to, I'm shooting some game. I'm kicking game back here. And I was like, no, bro, I was straight stuck because I wasn't ready for this. No, I wasn't trying to shoot game, but I wasn't ready because this joint was beautiful.
Right.
I mean, she had like skin of cinnamon with sandy brown, blondish hair.
Right.
In the Seychelles Islands, oh my God, oh Lord Jesus. And they had them as dark as me, if not darker, with green eyes, silky hair.
Yeah.
Now, we ain't talking about extensions and all like that. We talking about this is their real deal. And they had like a French Caribbean type accent.
Right.
I had one of my homeboys real quick, Freeze. He was talking. He saw these two. He said, "Oh, he's shooting he's shooting. He's shooting game. He kicking it to him, or whatever else." He came back and he had this look on his face. I'm like, "Yo, what happened, dog?" He said, "I can't believe it." I'm like, "What's wrong?" He said, "Man." I said, "Well, you get Shorty's number, dog. What's up? What's up? You get baby's number? What's happening?" He said, "I thought there was a friend or a sister." I said, "Okay, well, did you get a number?" He said, "No, man, you don't understand it. That was her mom's."
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, man, that was her mom."
That lady was like 45, 50 years old.
Yeah, and he was like, "Man, but it's Freezy. As you say, right hand to the man, she didn't look no more than 23, 25. Seychelles got some. Oh Lord, I've seen some. And you know what? People say whatever about the military, but I was able to see some things I know I never would have seen before in my life.
Right.
You know, everybody talk about Brazil and Carnival and all like that.
And Panama
In Panama, all like that. Seychelles, Lord have mercy.
they need.
But anyway, me get out of the way. Let me get out of the way. It's Freezy story time. It just made me think about some stuff being stuck.
But This is. I'm glad you said that because Chris, when we be in the room, bro, when we are away from the ladies,
He talking like, oh, I got this, I got that. Oh, they gonna
bro,
come at
he's
me.
saying it with his chest.
Yeah.
But we ain't never seen him. So Lee. So what happens is this, right? I'm talking to all my homeboys. I'm like, yo, I met this lady. And I don't want to say this. I'll say we went in Louisiana. So I met this lady, in Louisiana, in a small town in Louisiana, right? It was about 2 hours, about 3 hours from where I was stationed at in Louisiana, right? And so I didn't want to ride by myself, but we had a 4-day weekend, right? So it was that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Memorial Day. No. I think it was a
So y'all had a 96.
It was like a 5-day weekend. It was like and this is so rare. Listen, this
It's
is
rare
so rare.
you get a 5-day weekend like that
them.
on a 96. Yeah.
You never even get 5 days. So we had a 4-day weekend, right? But what happened is the day before that, the president, one of the former presidents of the United States, had passed away. I can't remember who, right? But what happened is we were already ready to go, right? And I think it was something strange like that happened, like the president passed away or something, or maybe they. I think so. What it is, it was a 4-day weekend, but before the 4-day weekend, they let us go early for half a day or something. It was something strange like that, right?
Payday activities.
Yeah. It was something. It was something odd like that, right? So I'm asking everybody. I'm like, yo, Jack, you know what I mean? He like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? These many days I could go home to my mama. You know what I'm saying? The dudes that live down south, you know what I'm saying? Like lived, like if we was in Louisiana, so if they lived in Texas or Alabama or something,
they went home.
That many days off, they had to go home and see their mama. See, with me, my people was in Jersey and in South Carolina. So for me, that'd have been a 24-hour drive, right? Or a 12-hour drive, 18-hour drive, whatever it was, right? So I was like, nah, I'm gonna see this chick that I met, right? And so I call her. I'm in the payphone. So you remember when you used to be at the payphone, you be talking, and the operator would just come, and you and you like, yeah, girl, when I get there, we gonna do the hibbity jibbity, and the operator be like, please add $1 for another hour of. Lee, you remember that? You used to be on the payphone and you be trying to spit that game. Like, yeah, girl, you know what I'm saying? When we get together, girl, I'm gonna put you in a pretzel in New York, and then the operator comes like, for 1 hour, please add $2 or 8 quarters. Like, she just busting y'all conversation. Oh, well, maybe y'all ain't old enough, right? Maybe y'all ain't old enough, right? But whatever. Right. So I'm asking everybody, and then I see Chris. I'm like, Chris, what you doing, bro? He like, man, I'm gonna play the game, man. I'm like, all weekend. He like, yeah, I ain't going nowhere, man. I'm gonna just relax my mind. I'm like, yo, come with me, man. To, you know what I'm saying, this girl, man, I've been kicking it with, blah blah blah. You know, he like, nah, man, I'm straight. I'm like, bro, I don't want to drive like 3 hours over there and be hanging out by myself. And so he like, is it gonna be girls there? I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be ladies, bro. Come on, bro. And I ain't gonna do you dirty. So we get in the car. He clean too, by the way. Lee, you ever been around a dude that's so clean you question his sexuality? Chat, y'all ever been around somebody so clean you be like, he must be gay? Nothing against gay people. I ain't nothing against gay people. Y'all don't know. cancel me. Don't cancel me. I'm just saying, you ever found somebody that's so clean, you're like, man, he clean up like. So he was like that, extra clean, right? So we ride, we go, we meet, we ride 3 hours in the car. He talking to me like, yo, man, you got to have like 10 to 15 girls, man, because I want to take my pick. And I'm like, yo, that's not realistic, bro. Life ain't like no rap video, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be me and this one girl and her friend, and you are going to have to, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, yo, Uncle Freezie, she better not be ugly either. I'm like, bro, come on, man. What? Come on, bro. Stop messing up the vibe. So we get there. We get there and we meet and we get out the car. And the ladies standing there, right? The ladies standing there. And I'm trying to think of a lady to take when she look. So the ladies look like Salt and Pepper, right? The ladies look like Salt and Pepper. So if you can imagine what Salt looked like in 1988, that's what the lady looked like, right? 1988, 89. She looked like Salt from Salt and Pepper, right? She just right, and so I walk up to her. I'm like, hey, you seen Rhonda? She's like, oh, you crazy? Yeah. So she like, and I'm gonna call her Salt. I'm gonna call them Salt and Pepper just for this, right? So I ask her where Rhonda at. She like, nah, Rhonda upstairs. You know what I'm saying? You want me to go get her? I'm like, nah, let's just go up there together. But this right here is my man Chris. And Rhonda told me so much about you that Chris couldn't wait to see if the angel she had been describing is real. This is me just talking that talk or whatever, trying to break the ice or whatever. Because I already know Rhonda, right? So I'm just talking that talk because eventually we're gonna go upstairs and drink some Thunderbird and play spades, bro. That's about what it's gonna come to, right? But before that, you know what I'm saying, I gotta make sure these two is straight. Or those two gotta make sure they are straight. Right. And so he walk up to her and he like, hey, how you doing? And I'm ear hustling because for like 4 months, this dude was talking to me like he Billy D. Williams from Lady Sings the Blues. Like you can't get no smoother. like you legit can't get no smoother than him. This is what he tells. About 4 or 5 months, all I hear every day is he's the ladies' man. Ladies' man, right? He's the ladies' man. Oh, when I get around the ladies, bro. Oh, I'm gonna say this when I get around the ladies. I'm gonna say that when I get around the ladies. Blah blah blah. Right? That's him. And I'm like, yo, I gotta see this with my own eyes because I don't have it like that, bro. Back then I had to work, like I had to legit like be on my A game, all of the one false move, and I was done. Right. But him, he was like, Chris was, I don't know how I'll end up with friends like this, but Chris was like one of my friends, Shantae Brown, right? Where they born with like the natural good looks or whatever. Like Chris and my homeboy Shantae Brown, they look like that dude Philip Michael Thomas in the face. You know what I'm saying? They got good hair and all that stuff. They super clean and all that stuff. They always be smart. And me, you know what I'm saying? My pops ain't never taught me nothing. So everything I'm learning from my friends and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm learning. They're like, nah, man, you got to wear that Old Spice. You got to put on a gallon of Old Spice. That's how they like you. And I'm like, you got to put on a gallon of Old Spice, bro? You're like, yeah, either that or a half gallon of hot karate. You know what I'm saying?
Or some brute.
Yeah, yo, you got to take a bath in brute. That's how you get them. They're like, this is the bad advice that I used to get from my age. But with Chris is looking like any second now he just gonna bust out into, you read my mind, girl. I wanna shake you. He looked like that dude, right? So he like the naturally handsome dude. And he just show up. And all the girls was like, who was that? Who was that? But what I learned is that good looks don't always come with confidence. You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned. The good looks don't always come with confidence, right? So Salt is out there. She looking. She like, oh my God, he a cutie. And I'm like, yeah, man. Let's go with. So she grabbed him by the hand, and she walking through the apartment complex, right? And people looking at her with this dude she just met, right? And so we go upstairs, and Rhonda call herself cooking, bro. Ladies, Lee, can I get off topic for just a second?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Ladies, baked chicken is not cooking. You ain't did salt and pepper thrown in the oven. That's not cooking. Right? Fried chicken, that's not. So anyway, Rhonda upstairs, she cooking. I see Rhonda. And Rhonda got, bro. Rhonda had on like these gray jogging pants, bro. These gray sweatpants. You remember back in the day, we used to wear them sweatsuits. Remember we used to wear sweatsuits back in the day? Remember that the varsity, the little gray sweatsuits and all that? So she up there, bro. I was like, oh my goodness. And so we up there, man. We having a good time. We watching movies. So we up there watching movies, whatever movies was out and during that time, whatever. I can't even remember what the movie was. Just whatever. I don't know. House Party. I don't know what the Color Purple, whatever movie was out and during that time, right? Purple Rain, what
classics.
Yeah, whatever movie was out. You know what I'm saying? We was watching that, right?
Hollywood Shuffle.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying? The 5 Heartbeats, whatever was out on VHS back then. So I'm talking to Rhonda. I'm like, Rhonda, I'm tired, man. You know what I'm saying? You done got me drunk, and now you got me in here. You want to take advantage of my body or whatever. This is me just joking with her, right? Like, nah, come on, bro. You got your bag with you? So I had a book bag or whatever, and we go in the room, man. I take a shower, and we just lay down and just talk we just talk, right? We just talk, just hanging out, right? And so, yo, man, Mr. Marquise is in the building. What's good, boss? Yo, y'all got to check out his channel, man. Y'all got to check out his channel. He was just on earlier. I was watching earlier. So we go in. We go in and whatever, man. I fall asleep. We don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We had already known each other or whatever. So I go to sleep and then we wake up, man, and Rhonda cooking breakfast and whatever. And Salt is looking at us with the stank eye.
What?
Yeah. And Chris got on the same clothes he had the night before.
Off, dude.
Right. And so I was gonna ask how the night went. I was gonna say, hey man, how y'all night was, man? You know, y'all was quiet or whatever, you know, just getting they wasn't talking. They wasn't talking, right? And so Chris was like, yo, man, let me holler at you downstairs. So I'm like, nah, why we gotta go? We gotta go all the way downstairs. He's like, yeah. So we go downstairs. So we go downstairs, and he like, bro, she ain't feeling me. I'm like, but you, Chris, you told me in the barracks. He like, nah, man. I like her and everything, man. And she was straight. She a cutie, but she ain't feeling me, right? And so I'm like, yo, what was? So I'm like, nah, man, I'm gonna fix this, bro, because we on a 4-day weekend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We out of town. We having a good time. We ain't got to pay for no hotel. We ain't got nothing, bro. It's just think about this, bro. four young adults. Think about it. 4 young adults in an apartment to themselves. The ladies don't have to pay for food because we paying for the food and the entertainment. They supplying the place. We just there hanging out. Think it's 4 21-year-olds in an apartment for the weekend, holiday weekend. Ain't nowhere to go, right? You know what I'm saying? We about to get dressed and go to the grocery store and get the food because I can't give them my I can't give them my debit card because I got to go with them.
Yeah,
So I got to go with them, right? And so Chris looking at me like, nah, bro, this ain't gonna work, bro. We're gonna have to go home. I was like, go home, bro. I've been thinking about Rhonda I've been talking to Rhonda about this moment for like 2 weeks. Right?
You tripping. Yeah,
so
I'm like,
I've been talking to her on the phone. You remember how you talked to him on the payphone?
Yeah, and putting your quarters in.
Yeah, and I'm like, Rhonda, listen, man, when I get there, I'm gonna love you like nobody ever. And the operator busts in for 60 more minutes. You gotta add 4 quarters, and
you like, damn,
like the operator is hustling, bro. Like, come on. And so I'm talking to Chris and Rhonda and Salt from Salt and Pepper. And mind you, Rhonda looked like Pepper, and his girl looked like Salt. Right?
He was winning.
I looked like Kid, and he looked like Play. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So just if you can imagine a very skinty Uncle Freezie back running 5 days a week in the military, right? So we down there, and I'm like, Rhonda, what's happening? She like, my girl don't like your friend. I'm like, yo, what'd he do? What did he try to grope her? He tried to molest. She's like, no, he nasty. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell you mean he nasty? He Mr. Clean.
Oh my God.
She's like, no, my girl say he nasty. Right? And I'm like, yo, check your girl, right? And so she go talk to him, and they standing there and they start arguing, right? Salt and Pepper start arguing. And so Rhonda come back. She's like, no, your man, no, she ain't gonna holler at your man. And I'm like, yo, you ain't got no more friends that my man could come. She was like, and Rhonda, out of respect for her, she did the right thing. She was like, Uncle Freezie, you my friend, but I don't run a whorehouse, right? My friend is my friend, right? And I was like, and when the ladies got self-esteem and care about themselves like that, bro, you got to go back and check your mans because clearly he did something
wrong. Yeah.
Right? So I go back to him. So I go back to him. I'm like, bro.
Man, what the hell you just did?
What you done did, bro? What's happening? And this man look at me talking about, man, that bitch talking about the back of my ears be stank. Christ, I'm laughing to this day, bro.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
What did she say? She's like, man, Uncle Freezie, stop playing, man. That chick crazy. She talking about the back of my ears be stank. Talking about my earring back smell musty.
That's comedy.
Bro, I go back over to Rhonda. Rhonda, come in. Let me holler. Like, Rhonda, did your girl just tell my man the back of his ears be stank? And she's like, yeah, your friend, he cute and all, but he don't know how to wash or something. Ain't nobody no musty ass man. I'm like, but he ain't musty. And she's like, nah, but the back of his ears be stank. And I'd be like, well, how you know? She was like, cause Salt told me. And I was like, yo, come on, boss. Really? And so I go to Salt, right? I'm like, Salt, please, just let that man come upstairs and take a shower. And she's like, no, No, I don't want him here. The back of his ears be stank. So figure I had to go upstairs and get my bag and drive from her place all the way back to Fort Polk, Louisiana.
Oh
Mad as
Jesus!
hell.
Man, earrings be stank.
Mad as hell.
Mad as hell.
All the way back to Leesville.
All the way back.
Yeah.
All the way back, bro. And so the thing is, I'm talking to him like, bro, what the hell she mean? And she like, bro, I don't be stank. You don't never smell me, bro. And I was like, well, what happened? He was like, yo, when we got hugged up or whatever, she was like, she backed up and then I grabbed her. She wanted to, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to come in, but then she kept backing up. And I was like, she kept backing up. And he's like, yeah, man, she was with it, man. We was hugged up, but then every time we went, you know, try to go there, would she just back up? And I'm like, Chris, I know you ain't telling me that she was with it, but your nasty ass ain't washed the back of your ears. Yo, I promise you, when you pull this car over, it's gonna be me and you. I'm like, bro, Chris, you know we ain't gonna fight, bro. We ain't, you know, not when you know good and well we ain't gonna fight, bro. Right? And so Soul Finger, you know what? I told him to take that earring back off and show me it. And when he showed it to me, you know that motherfucker was green.
Oh.
Sir.
So the moral of the story is y'all stop buying them cheap ass mall earrings. Y'all buying them wig shop earrings. Y'all be seeing them in the little case at the counter or whatever. And don't be washing y'all thing, man. That man could have married that girl. That girl was with it. She liked him. Soon as she saw him, she was with it.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. Look, hey, when I keep my, I take mine out and wash, make sure I wash behind my ears. I soak my earrings in alcohol and then to clean it all that stuff real good. So peroxide, I go over the top, peroxide, alcohol, and all that. Get the Q-tip scrub all up in that joker.
Yeah.
And put them back. Because like I said, you go, hey, you sweat, it's gonna smell. You take them out, like, oh God, what is that smell?
Right.
I can't believe. Oh Lord, he must be nose deaf to his own. Well,
yeah,
they behind his ear, but they behind his nose. So unless he got like a wind, like he walking backwards into the wind, maybe he could fix it. You know what I'm saying? But man, I would have gave that man a bar of Irish Spring and told that man take your ass in the shower and scrub behind them GD ears, bro.
I was trying to get her to do that, but every time I talked to Salt, I was like, Salt, she's like, no. Like, Salt, just give him, no.
You know what it is?
See, a lot of them down south, a lot of them say, if the man don't wash behind his ears, girl, don't mess with him. He nasty.
Oh, my God.
And that's just what it is. If somebody don't wash behind their ears, they nasty. And no matter what, you clean everything else, but those ears.
But Soul Finger, he the cleanest dude we know.
Yeah.
He just ain't. He the dude. Yo, you ever seen them little funky things? The little funky things you put between your toes or whatever, like the cheeks with nails or whatever.
Yeah.
He was doing that. He a man that do that. So he's super clean.
Yeah.
But Moga ain't washed behind it. And we active, bro. So even though he wasn't wearing them earrings in uniform and all that stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? When we when we off the clock, we out here hooping, playing ball,
you got running, you sweating and all like that.
Yeah, because you gotta stay in shape for PT. Like you can't just show up at the PT test and think you're gonna pass. You gotta be. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. Well, you got to do something,
bro. That lady's soul was hurt, bro. I was.
You know what it is?
I
think he had her, and she was all hot and bothered and ready, and couldn't. She got there to get close to him, and it just killed it all.
It just killed the vibe. Yeah.
But I'm just saying. Listen, I'm not saying I wash behind my ears. But if I've been in a rush, I may have missed it. But that must have been some super freaking funk that had to come up off of them ears.
Right.
He had to have the biggest ears on this earth, and they must have smelled like some Dumbo ears
Or
to be
something.
like,
He must
what
have
the
some
hell?
kind of bacteria up on them jokers or something.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
something.
Or he
Because
put a pair of earrings in, even
dude, bro.
yeah.
You know, Uncle Sam ain't gonna let you be no dirty dude. You ain't gonna be. You is not gonna live in the barracks with somebody in your room and be stank, bro. They gonna check you, bro.
Oh, no,
yeah.
because that happened to me. I had a cat in my, when I first got in. I had a cat. He was a slob, man. And I come in, I get off work. He worked nights on the ward, so I get off. When I'm coming in, he's getting ready to go out. All right, and I'm walking over my side of the room. Yeah, this cat got drawers all the way over here by the sink. I'm like, yo, dog. Hey, man. Here I am. I'm 18, 19. I'm 18 years old, man.
Right.
I'm clean. My side is clean.
Right.
So we had a barracks inspection. You had a barracks inspection go.
Yeah.
We got to clean. So I'm cleaning. I had to wake him up. Hey, man, you got to clean your stuff. Oh, yeah. Now, his nickname was Bison Head.
You already know what that means, bro.
Yeah. Used to call this cat Bison Head. So, and his feet his feet were kicking harder than Kung Fu, man. So his boots started like, yo, man, you got to do something about this. I tell him all the time. I was real pristine about mine. I kept my side of the room clean and neat and everything.
Right.
So I come back this one day, we field day. We had a field day, and I was like, oh, damn, he clean. Now I thought about it, like, wait a minute. We had to go up to we got to go upstairs to the gear locker and get gear to come back clean our clean, get some more cleaning gear. So I asked him, I was like, yo, man, what you use to clean everything with? Oh, I use your towel. You use my towel? Mother, that's what I use to wipe my ass, man.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my.
Man.
Oh,
Lord. Man. Bruh. Dog. Hey, man. I said, man, I'm about to whoop your ass. So my boys, my partners next door, they heard me yelling. They come running in, and they were like, no, man, don't get me, grab me. When I first came in, bro, I was a little cat, man. So at this time, I'm the high, I'm like, I am down there 6'2", weighing all everything of 135 pounds. I'm no bigger than a snap pea.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm about to whoop your ass. Man, he grabbed it. He told me, man, get up out of here, man. So he ran up out of there and stuff. So I had to go down. I had to go downstairs and tell him, like, yo, I said, I was like, I can't have this cat in here. If not, I'm going to mass for whooping his ass. And I said, I ain't a poet. I ain't trying to do any poetry or be a rapper, but if I'm going to mass for whooping his ass, y'all got to move me. So, man, he was a nasty cat, bro. That cat was, he was horrible.
Bro, that is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
dudes
man.
is wilding. Dudes is wilding, man. Dudes be wilding. Hey, fellas, that's all I got, man. I only had like a few minutes. I just want to come in and rock a little bit because we hadn't been on been on vibes and stuff in like a minute. So I wanted to come on and just share a little and chop it up with y'all or whatever. But yeah, man, yo, Salt, that ain't her real name. She just looked like her in the face, but yeah, she was like, I was like, yeah, I was begging her, bro. I was like, please don't make me drive 3 hours. I drove up here 3 hours. She's like, no.
Wow.
Like that, man, bro. She wouldn't even get next to him. Like when he walked up to her to like, yo, whatever it is I did wrong, I'll do better, whatever. And so she was like, no, ain't nothing. He burnt the bridge.
God damn.
Yo, the back of that man's ears must have been stank.
Yeah, that green ace. You know how they do it in the cartoons when it smells bad, they had that greenish brown steam coming off?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bro.
Le pew.
Oh my God, bro. Yeah, the back of your earring backs smell like that, bro. Come on, boss.
Yeah, that's worse than somebody smell like hot dog water.
Oh my God, bro.
Did you have to have them earrings on, bro? That's what it was.
You gotta throw them away.
But it was done. It was done though. It was done. When she smelled it, oh, ew. You know,
She thinking like, you know what I'm saying?
If your ears smell like this, what else is smelling like that?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Like what? And maybe he just got clean this time. Maybe he just nasty for real. You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Thank y'all, all y'all, for rocking with us, man. Yo, this was 2 hours, bro. I thought we was gonna do like an hour.
Man, look crazy when you tell a story, dog. It's like E.F. Hutton, you know. And I go in and interject, messing up the flow with my little tidbits here and there, man. But you know,
nah, I'll be long-winded, man. Man. My bad.
Hey, Freezie story time is what it is, but we definitely gotta get the pick up the vibes again. This ain't a bad time, the Knicks ain't got having anything going. We try to do this again. You know what I'm saying, around this time, because this is a pretty good time. I know C. Lee got his thing in the morning, and it was a fire show from the bit I caught early when I got
Thank
in.
you, man.
I was trying to get up earlier, man, but I messed around, and those of us who have insomnia or issues like that, I woke up at like 1 in the morning, man. Was up to from 1 to 3, 1 to 3:30. I had to lay back down and overslept because I was gonna try to get in, catch y'all up. But as usual, what I did see is fire as always. And then we got to pick it back up on the vibes. And shout out to Bully, but still Bully. I see when we meet, I'm gonna cut you with a rusty toenail, talking about some hot damn Virginia ham.
Glistening and everything.
Glistening, all shiny, glistening and going on.
You gotta be there. You should have just been there.
Yeah.
Woo! Otherwise, if you in the background, yo, you hear from me soon, homie.
Yeah, that's just straight foul, But no, as always, we got to pick up the vibes. And hey, if you ain't hit that like button, subscribe, vibes and stuff. It's still blowing. This is under the Blowing Tears Network. Show some support to our man Freezie and everything. This is an offshoot. We do other things besides talk about our beloved Knicks, but we can just chop it up and just let loose. So come on in here. We're gonna be talking about more music. Yeah. We're gonna be doing some breakdown of movies. We're gonna be just talking about Freezie story time and just life in general. So hey, come on back, spread the word.
Yeah, spread the word because we're gonna be up here talking about stank earring backs,
bow-legged tongues,
dyslexic fine women.
Yeah, man. Hey, you always got to get you a bottle of that COVID Sear to sip on.
Covaseer. She's fancy with her finger up.
Covaseer. And then after you at the bar, and then y'all maybe go to Denny's and get you one of those Grand Slams with some extra, get your egg scrambled with cheese. You want to do the toast. Maybe want to throw it. Hey, maybe get a steak thrown on there. If not steak, get you some bacon and some extra sausages.
Sausages.
Some sausages.
Shout out to all them pretty girls that can't talk.
Yeah, shout out to all the pretty girls. Yeah, shout out to all the pretty girls with the bow-legged tongue.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, thank y'all everybody for coming through and rocking with us, man. I didn't want to hog the microphone. Some of them stories take so long to tell.
But they're well worth it. Hey, they well worth it. They well worth it. I gotta apologize with me getting in and out because I was getting calls from the office. Granted, they say it never rains in Southern California. We got like the next 5 days, we're gonna have this big storm coming through, possible flooding.
Wow.
Yeah, out there, bro.
Yeah, I already got hit with the flood already, so I'm up here, getting stuff taken care of here at the house. So we're good, but it's coming through for the next 5 days.
Wow, man, ain't that something?
But if you go on Insta, you can look on you can YouTube and even look up Instagram. They'll show you San Diego. There's one spot is on there, Imperial Avenue, underwater. It looks like something like somebody go on river rafting. You see cars floating down the street and everything, man.
Wow.
Whoa.
And where I work at is notorious for flooding. So
wow.
Yeah, I was glad. Hey, look, we were lucky. Yeah, we were lucky. It was only the water was only up to the soles of my shoes, and it
Right.
got bedroom and part of my den. But man, there's other people out here. You don't know who they are, but keep them in your prayers, man. People were ankle high, knee deep, or hip deep in water.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and people still bringing out stuff, man. So
Mhm.
it was that still happens. So people getting ready now.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord.
Hey, well, thank y'all for rocking, man. And we're gonna keep everybody in our thoughts and prayers. And thank you everybody for supporting the channel and all of that stuff, man. We're gonna try to get more active. The past couple of weeks just been crazy. I'm gonna talk it up to January. But thanks again for rocking.
Yeah.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
Bro, that's a fast 2 hours.